into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years.
MS Dhoni is a legend. Apart from cricketer, his leadership skill and his strategies have been an ace. Recently concluded IPL saw him clinch the IPL trophy for the 5th time for his franchise, which is the Chennai Super Kings. Now there are valuable lessons. Apart from being an icon, Dhoni breathes a lot of inspiration for each one of us. Today we're going to see what are the takeaways and inspiration that we can have in the investing world from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. First and the most loved feature is that he is a very level-headed person. Dhoni is a person who looks at both the wins and the losses with the same level. You never see him jump up in joy when he wins, neither do you see him dejected when he's lost it. He believes in what he can control. He does his best on the field, his game, he is top at his sport. But beyond that, he doesn't try and judge or control the outcomes. He leaves the outcomes to happen by themselves. That takes away a lot of stress from him, and that's why you see him a clear-headed person, a person with a great attitude. So level-headedness. What can we as investors learn? There are days when the stock markets are up, our portfolios appear great. There are days when the stock markets are down and the portfolios aren't looking very pretty. But can we behave on both days the very same way? It's not that this is going to be forever. Tomorrow is a different day, things are going to change. So neither should we be jumping up in joy, nor should we be extremely dejected. Take everything as it comes. Great lesson from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Second important lesson that I learned is being humble. Dhoni never throws his weight. He moves along with every single person as if he is a close friend. Be it somebody who joined cricket a couple of years ago to the legends who have been there a couple of decades ago. To him, all of them are the same. He doesn't throw his weight. His success doesn't seem so high. He's willing to constantly be a learner of the sport. Now, what does that teach? After a few years in stock markets and mutual funds, many of us believe we have mastered the art. And then there is something that happens in the stock market and we kind of lose out everything that we had. The important thing is to have a learner mindset and constantly keep learning and being curious about learning rather than to believe we have mastered the craft. And that's where I think Dhoni's humbleness always comes as a learning for anybody, especially for investors who have been at it for a couple of years and think they already know a bit of it, need to take this aspect from Dhoni's character. Third, Dhoni is always looking at younger people, mentoring and bringing diversity to the team. This diversity aspect, it's not just the people who have already proven themselves, it's also the youngsters that make the team better. His team always comprises of a diverse group of individuals with different capabilities, and that's really the secret to getting the team to play together. If you can bring people with diverse skill set, diverse thing, with a common aspiration of playing together to win a cup, it can be a huge success. So Dhoni doesn't always work with the known winners. He brings those surprise player elements. He brings that rank newcomer and then meshes them together, and that's the secret sauce to his success. Many a times we find that we are stuck in our own ways in investing. We already think that this is the only way to go. There could be a new idea out there, but we don't want to go with it because we think that we already know it. The Dhoni's lesson for us would be to keep our mind open, diversify, more and more so that you can have a more diversified portfolio, and therein reduces the risk and optimizes what you can benefit out of as well. The fourth important learning is Dhoni is a great mentor. You bring a rank newcomer to him, the guy will turn out to be a superstar at the end of 6 months, thanks to the Dhoni effect as it's called now. He has done it repeatedly many seasons. Even in the recent IPL, players like Rahane and Shivam Dubey, everybody swear by the fact that a couple of chats with Dhoni is good enough to give them a fresh perspective and therefore go out there and perform. Now, similarly, in the investing world, are we taking wise counsel from various people? Are we allowing ourselves to be mentored? Are we taking good ideas and implementing? Or do we have a closed mindset? That's really the point. Just as Dhoni mentors youngsters, we need to ensure that the investments that we do, we give them time to perform. And many of these mentees that Dhoni work with do not have great performance to start with, but Dhoni kind of prevails with them, ensures he throws his support behind them, and at the crucial moment they come right and they give him big returns. Similarly, in your investment journey as well, you must build conviction into some of those ideas. And believe you me, in the long run, at the crunch time, these investments will bear big fruits for you. So that's where I think the investing world and Dhoni's mentoring kind of coincide in some form. Last but not the least, one of the things I've observed about Dhoni is that he respects his fans. No matter who you are, whether you are a guy who is down a single small investor or you are a high-flying, high-net-worth individuals, when you meet Dhoni in the airport and you want to have a photograph with him, he will stop by and he will smile and he will give you that 1 minute of time that you think you deserve. He doesn't make a differentiation. He doesn't have bouncers around him. He makes sure that he spends time with it. I have had an encounter with this personally when I saw this happen in an airport, and I truly believe he is that kind of a person. Many of us also have a very diversified portfolio. Some investments are rich, we give it outsized time, but there are also some investments that aren't so great, but we don't tend to give enough importance. They could be a debt investment, they could be a bank deposit, they could be other stuff. Like Dhoni, I think it's important to divide a bit of time and give time to all your investments. You may give more to something that you love or you think can create greater wealth, but also give a little time to every investment that you have. Because at the end of the day, the whole of all your investment is what creates your wealth. And it's important to give a little time for every of those investment opportunity that you're part of. These 5 lessons I think are very valuable for me from a Dhoni perspective. The inspirations that I gather from somebody like Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and truly said he is a leader and he is a cricketer like none before, and a truly inspirational human being.